When I finally started, getting serious about like hustling, trapping, whatever you want to call it, I started right here in this house right here. So my first introduction to cannabis was probably in high school around 10th grade. I started smoking weed. Maybe about like 6 months after like smoking weed, I started to realize like I could make a couple dollars off of it. I started buying weed to sell to my friends. That started like, I was just playing with it then. When I finally started, getting serious about like hustling, trapping, whatever you want to call it, I started right here in this house right here. I hopped off the porch. I did great days at this house. My best friend Kiana, she lived right there. I used to cut through this alleyway. I was literally sitting in this window right here, look out. From there, I would come through the alleyway in these houses back over here. I would keep my product there, coming through this alleyway all day long, just coming through this alleyway. Back then, we didn't have much cell phones and stuff, so it really wasn't cell phone use. We did have like cell phones then, of course, but a lot of it was just people just driving through your neighborhood and knowing you were in the area. You had to stay in the area all day. I would spend days, hours just running back and forth through this alleyway right here. That's where I kind of honed my skills at, right here in this alleyway. Growing up in Trenton was like any other inner city. I kind of hopped off the porch and started like really being a street guy in like 2004. I had a landscaping business, but I still had 1 foot in and I had 1 foot out, So I would literally just hustle and cut grass all day and stuff like that in 2004. 2005 and 2006, it kind of caught up to me. I got raided. They took my landscaping truck. They said that it was drug proceeds and it was just the front, but I was really cutting grass. And this is one of the houses, these are the houses I used to hide my product in back in the day. I knew everybody around here at the time, and Trenton, it's like the inner cities, everybody's tight knitted, we all looked out for each other, I was one of the ones that was getting the money around here, so your lights go off, you come see me, I get your lights back on. It was good times and it was bad times, just like any other city. You had to take care of the people around you. That was a must, you know what I mean? You had to make sure everybody was good. And vice versa, they made sure I was good. If the police was around, they let me know, hey, the police just came up that street. We used to hang out on this porch. We'd be 5, 6 deep on this porch. And we would work around the corner, you know what I mean? We wouldn't hold nothing on this porch. We'd keep this porch clean. 2005, 2006, this is where it all started at. When I first started like hustling around in this area, it was slow. I kind of resort back to that now, like, going legit, feeling that like, man, it's slow. But I remember it just clicking. Like, I remember it just picking up speed, sort of how it is now. Like, I'm just keep picking up speed. Every month I'm doing a little bit better. And I remember like here it was like super slow. The next thing you know, it was like gold mine. It was like money everywhere. You know what I mean? And my whole team that I was running with then, we all was getting money, We went from driving Hondas to driving Lexuses and stuff, so. And it was a short period. It went quick. It was consistency, you know what I mean? It was both, you know what I mean? The opportunity to go legit was like, why are you still doing it this way? It's 20 years later, you're still doing it the same way. I had friends that were going to feds, you know what I mean? So it was like, I had to change up. I had to switch it up, It wasn't worth it anymore. At first, I used to tell myself like, man, I don't know if I could do this, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I could go legit, it's not for me. Once I started getting in and started taking it serious, I started realizing a lot of things that applied in the streets applied on the regulated market. So it was kind of like the same thing, just different transition. This is the intro to my story, and I got a lot more legacy stories to tell. I got times to tell you about getting t-shirts. I got times to tell you when I opened up a box and there was a whole bunch of Bibles in it. I mean, I got some stories. I got stories about police raids. I got stories about friends that was up and it was down. I got a whole bunch of stories on the legacy market to tell. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment, and I'm gonna take you on this journey with me.